Welcome to the Vitality Equation, exploring research in health and well-being one paper at a time. Today, we're diving into something that sounds incredibly complex, but could have huge implications for how we design our cities and take care of our health. We are discussing the impact of personalized sleep and circadian rhythm interventions on sustainable urban planning, a novel approach to optimizing city infrastructure and public health through chronobiological principles. It's a mouthful, I know, but stick with us.
It is a bit of a mouthful, yeah. But the core idea is fascinating. Can we actually build better cities by understanding and respecting our natural sleep cycles, our circadian rhythms?
Exactly. And it's not just about sleep, although that's a huge part of it. It's about how light, noise, even the layout of our streets can affect our bodies and minds throughout the entire day. And this paper we found about improving something called EPR, electron paramagnetic resonance, sensitivity, it could actually provide tools to measure the impacts of the urban environment at a molecular level.
Okay, so break that down for us. EPR sounds like something out of a sci-fi movie.
Well, in simple terms, EPR is a technique that can detect molecules with unpaired electrons. These molecules, often called free radicals, play a crucial role in various biological processes, including oxidative stress, which is linked to many diseases. The problem is, these signals can be really weak, especially in water-based biological samples, which is what our bodies are mostly made of.
Right. This paper talks about using these low-volume, multi-channel cells and dielectric resonators to significantly improve the sensitivity of EPR. Think of it like turning up the volume on a very faint radio signal so you can actually hear what's being broadcasted.
So better EPR equals better understanding of what's going on inside our bodies at a really, really tiny level.
Precisely. And that's where it connects to urban planning. Imagine being able to measure the impact of different types of street lighting on our sleep hormones, or how noise pollution affects our stress levels, all at a molecular level. We could then use that data to design cities that are actually healthier for us.
It's a feedback loop, really. We design something, we measure its impact, we adjust the design, and repeat. It's like optimizing a workout routine. You monitor your hydration, your heart rate, your recovery, and you tweak the routine to get the best results. This is the same idea, but applied to city planning.
That resonates with me. I'm always tweaking my own routines based on how I feel. I've been experimenting with using these smaller, lower volume cells like the ones mentioned in the EPR experiment to grow specific combinations of plants and herbs. I'm wondering if they might emit unique frequencies that could boost my health. If I could track these changes using an advanced sensor, I'd be able to improve my mindfulness practices even more.
That's actually a really interesting idea. The ability to measure those subtle changes, those tiny molecular shifts, it opens up avenues for personalized cognitive restructuring too. Think about CBT, cognitive behavioral therapy. If we can use EPR to see how CBT affects brain chemistry in real time, we could really fine-tune the therapy to be even more effective.
And it's not just about mental health, it's about physical health too. I'm really interested in the hydration aspect. With improved EPR, we could study how hydration dynamics change during different exercise intensities and then create workout routines that are optimized for hydration. It could revolutionize athletic training.
So let's say we have this super sensitive EPR technology. What are some concrete examples of how we could use it to improve urban planning?
Okay, one example that jumps to mind is lighting. We know that blue light, especially at night, can disrupt our sleep cycles. But what if we could use EPR to measure exactly how much different types of streetlights affect melatonin production? We could then switch to warmer, less disruptive lighting in residential areas.
And it's not just about the type of light, but also the timing and intensity. Imagine a city that automatically dims streetlights later at night when most people are asleep and then gradually increases the brightness in the morning to help people wake up naturally. We could use EPR to fine-tune these lighting schedules to maximize their positive impact.
That's brilliant. It's like creating a city that's designed to help us live in harmony with our natural rhythms. Thinking about it from a wellness perspective, that could have a profound impact on reducing stress and improving overall health.
Yeah, and think about noise pollution. We know that constant noise can lead to chronic stress and sleep disturbances. With better EPR, we could actually map out the noise levels in different parts of the city and see how they affect people's stress hormones. Then we could implement solutions like sound barriers, green spaces, or even changing traffic patterns to reduce noise pollution.
Absolutely. And the location of green spaces is key. Parks aren't just pretty, they're havens of calm and cleaner air. Using EPR, we might even be able to assess the antioxidant levels in residents near green spaces compared to those further away. This could help justify investments in urban forestry and park development, showing a direct, measurable benefit to public health.
It's all about creating a more livable and sustainable city, a city that supports our well-being instead of working against it. I'm reminded of how even small changes, like incorporating more natural light into my workspace, have drastically improved my focus and energy levels.
That's a great point. And it extends beyond just the physical environment. Think about the design of public transportation. Are the routes efficient? Are the waiting areas comfortable? Are the schedules aligned with people's work and sleep patterns? All of these factors can impact our stress levels and overall well-being.
Definitely. And access to recreational facilities is crucial too. Are there safe and accessible bike lanes? Are there parks with walking trails? Are there affordable gyms and fitness centers? A city that encourages physical activity is a city that promotes health.
It's fascinating how interconnected all of these things are. The way we design our cities can directly impact our sleep, our stress levels, our mental health, and our physical health. And this EPR technology could provide us with the tools to measure those impacts and make informed decisions.
It is, but it's important to remember that this is just one piece of the puzzle. EPR is a powerful tool, but it's not a magic bullet. We also need to consider social factors, economic factors, and cultural factors when planning our cities.
Right? For example, if we're going to promote cycling, we need to make sure that bike lanes are safe and accessible for everyone, regardless of their income or physical ability. We also need to educate people about the benefits of cycling and encourage them to adopt it as a mode of transportation.
And we need to involve the community in the planning process. People who live in a city know best what its needs are. They should have a say in how it's designed and how it's run. It is their home after all.
Exactly. This isn't about imposing a top-down vision of what a healthy city should look like. It's about working together to create a city that meets the needs of all its residents.
So, where do we go from here? What are some future research directions that could build on this EPR technology and help us create healthier cities?
From my perspective, I'd love to see more research on how we can use natural elements, like plants and sunlight, to create more restorative urban environments. Could we design buildings that maximize natural light exposure and promote circadian alignment? Could we create urban gardens that provide fresh produce and reduce stress? I wonder if using these miniaturized EPR devices, we could monitor the effects of these choices.
I'm really interested in exploring the connection between the urban environment and cognitive function. Could we use EPR to measure how different urban designs affect our attention spans, our memory, and our decision-making abilities? And could we then develop interventions, like cognitive training programs, to mitigate the negative impacts of urban living?
For me, it's all about exercise and sleep. I'd love to see more research on how we can design cities that encourage physical activity and promote healthy sleep habits. Could we create more walkable neighborhoods? Could we build more parks and recreational facilities? And could we implement policies that reduce noise and light pollution at night?
These are all fantastic ideas. It's clear that there's a lot of potential for using this EPR technology to create healthier and more sustainable cities. It's just a matter of investing in the research and working together to make it happen.
Absolutely. It's a complex challenge, but it's one that's worth tackling. Because the health and well-being of our communities depend on it.
Definitely. By understanding how our cities affect our bodies and minds, we can create urban environments that support our health and help us thrive.
And that's the vitality equation. Thanks for joining us as we explored the potential of personalized sleep and circadian rhythm interventions on sustainable urban planning. We hope you found it as fascinating as we did. Until next time, stay curious and keep exploring ways to optimize your well-being.
Yeah, and remember, even small changes to your daily routine and thought process can have a huge impact.
And get some sleep and exercise.